Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Lizzy. Today, we are gonna cook tahini noodles. This is a great way to make a veggie dish, so strictly vegetarian, and to incorporate noodles, which kids always love, but put that little bit of an elevated spin on it so adults can enjoy it too. Let's go, let's do it. We're gonna start off with our pot, and we're just gonna put some water in our pot. So you wanna fill it up because we're gonna cook our noodles. You just wanna get those noodles going while we're starting with our sauce, because as you know, sauce is boss. I mean, that's what the biggest part of any meal is. It's all about the flavors. We're gonna take it over here. We are gonna get this on high. We're gonna let that heat up, we're gonna let that start boiling, and then we'll get our noodles in there and it'll cook for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, we are gonna get our sauce together. All right, I'm gonna start with some garlic cloves. I am going to mince these. You can also get minced garlic, but if you want it more fresh, it's always nice to go fresh. Fresh is best, right? So let's get in here with this garlic press. This is kind of fun. I mean, that is so satisfying. We're gonna grate some ginger as well. Be careful with graters. I have cut myself many times before. It is not fun. So now we have our garlic, we have our ginger. Okay, so this dish is actually inspired by a couple things. One, it's just an easy way to kind of like mix up your noodle game a little bit. But also, I was sent this tahini from Seed & Mill. This is not sponsored whatsoever. This is just off the cuff, y'all, for real. But I was sent this tahini from Seed & Mill, and I was so like, one, I think the packaging is just so cute. It looks like the Cool Mom Co colors, to be honest with you. So we have our garlic in there, we have our ginger. I'm gonna also pour in our tahini to get it all in there. Nice. I'm gonna pour in a little bit of rice vinegar, soy sauce, garlic powder as well, just to really amplify that garlic taste, which I love, and garlic is so good for you. It's unreal. I'm gonna put in some honey, mix that honey in there a little bit. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a chili paste. So this is kind of like a hot chili paste. I don't know, I just love it. I cook with this all the time. I think it's a great addition to almost any meal. So I'm gonna mix all that in there. And then as you can see, it's a little thick. So we're gonna add a little bit of water, but you just wanna thin it out a little bit. So now that's gonna get it nice and thinner. But our sauce is pretty much done, which is nice. So we're gonna set that aside. So our water is almost boiling. If you can tell, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to our water, just so our noodles have a little bit more flavor that they're working with. Sometimes when they say water doesn't boil when you're watching it, so you have to walk away and let it do its thing. So I'm gonna walk away. Let's go ahead and start chopping up our broccoli into florets. You know, honestly, this is one of the veggies that I feel like my kids will eat the most. They like broccoli, they like asparagus. I mean, we eat a lot of veggies. They won't eat salads yet. Like, I can't really put a green leaf salad in front of them and them like tear it up. That's one thing that they won't do. Individual veggies, broccoli is definitely one of their faves. Do it. So we're just gonna chop off the head and make it into small florets. I try and really use every part of the vegetable. I hate throwing away food. It's one of my pet peeves. I think it comes from my mama though. Like my mom, my grandma, no matter what, they would make you everything on the plate, and they would try and use every part of everything. So I think I'm really into like figuring out how to make every single part of everything work. All right, so this is definitely a rapid boil. We're gonna use spaghetti noodles. I like to use olive oil in there because it helps to break up the noodles and not allow them to stick together. So I like to give a really generous pour of olive oil and salted water. Set a timer, 15 minutes. There you go. Because there's so many different pastas, right? There is rigatoni, there's linguine, there is spaghetti, there is fettuccine, there's bow tie. It's a great way to mix it up with your kids, I should say. So that's another way that you can like make dinner fun, right? Just mix up your pasta game. We're gonna use our pasta water to quick cook, which is basically blanching, our broccoli florets. They'll still have a little bit of a crunch, but they'll be tender enough where you can bite through. All right, so our noodles are done. I am going to do a little bit of a hack over here. I'm gonna strain the noodles here with another bowl underneath instead of in the sink, because I wanna use this same pasta water for my broccoli because it's already flavored. It already has the olive oil in it, it already has the salt in it, and the flavors are already there. And we're just gonna blanch that for like 2 to 3 minutes. So we have our pasta sauce that's been patiently sitting over here waiting. We're gonna dump our noodles into our sauce, and we're just gonna mix. Nice. I smell it too. It smells so good. So let's get our pasta. Nice. All right, I'm gonna take my broccoli out. They look really bright green, which is exactly what you want. You want that color to just really pop. So we have our broccoli that has been blanched. It looks bright, it looks green. We're gonna do just a couple of turns. Salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of red pepper. Now, red pepper is optional. If you're making it for kids, go light on the red pepper. Sesame oil. We're just gonna mix it all together. All right, and then let's just put a little bit of broccoli. And then let's just sprinkle a little bit of sesame. And voila. Yay! Tahini noodles with broccoli. It'll be one of your go-tos, I'm sure. Let's taste it. I mean, every time. My dude behind the camera, he knows. It's like, thank you. It's like great. It's like, you know, it makes the dish. Now you just enjoy it. Definitely go to. Winning. Check it out. Drop the mic. I'm done.